They don't start again. No. Tinubu and his men said they have identified 15, what do they call it? 15 terrorist financiers, others sanctions. Buhari time, they told us 400 and something. You know, I always say it about 400 and whatever that are involved in banditry or their sponsors of already say Boko Haram. They talked about it for 4 years and they left without even showing any of them. Tinubu is now has discovered them now. Let the Nigerian people know. The federal government says it has uncovered the identity of 15 entities, including 9 individuals and 6 bureau de change operators and firms allegedly involved in terrorism financing. Details of the developments were reviewed by the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit in an email sent to our correspondents on Tuesday night, entitled Designation of Individuals and Entities for March 18, 2024. The document revealed that the Nigerian Sanctions Committee met on March 18, 2024, where specific individuals and entities were recommended for sanction following their involvement in terrorism financing. The Honorable Attorney General of the Federation, with approval of the President, has thereupon designated the following individuals and entities to be listed on the Nigerian sanction list. The documents read in parts. Among the individuals named in the document was a Kaduna-based publisher, Tuko Mamo. No be that one wey they say they catch for Egypt one time like that. He said, who is currently being tried by the federal government for allegedly aiding the terrorists who attacked the Abuja-Kaduna train in March 2022. So is he detention just the way they kept Nnamdi Kanu in detention? You see, according to the document, Mamo participated in the financing of terrorism by receiving and delivering ransom payments over the sum of a $200,000 in support of ISWAP for the release of hostages of the Kaduna Abuja train attack. The document said one of the individuals is the suspected attacker of the St. Francis Catholic Church of Ondo State on June 5th, 2022, and the Kuje Correctional Center Abuja on July 5th, 2022. What is the name of that one? Okay. Say one of the individual is the but you don't mention the person name. Another was described as a member of terrorist group Ansaru Muslimina FBFI Meda Suduna. The group is associated with Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb. The subject was trained and served under Mukhtar Bebkota, one-eyed owls, led AI Murabutum Katiba in Algeria and Mali. The NIFAU said the individual specializes in designing terrorist clandestine communication code, and he is also improvised explosive device expert. The subject was also gatekeeper to Ansaru leader Mohammed Usman, aka Khalid Abawani. Equally, he was a courier and travel guide to AQIM Katibat in the deserts of Algeria and Mali. He is into carpentry. Subject fled Kuje Correctional Center on July 5th, 2022. He is currently at large. Another was identified as the senior commander of the Islamic State of West Africa province, Ukene. The agency said the individual came into limelight in 2012 as North Central wing of Boko. The group is suspected of the attacks carried out around Federal Capital Territory and the Southwest Geopolitical Zone, including the June 5th, 2022 attack on St. Francis Catholic Church, or Ondo State. Another was described as a financier courier to ISWAP Ukene. She is responsible for the disbursement of funds to the widows, wives of the terrorist fighters of the group. He was also said to have received a sum of 189 million naira between 216, 2016 and 2018. The same person is said to own entities and business reported in the UAE court judgment as facilitating the transfer of terrorist funds from Dubai to Nigeria. Another individual was said to have received a total of 57 million naira from between 2014 and 2017. Another was said to have had a total inflow of 61.4 billion naira and a total outflow of 51.7 billion naira from his account. The document further revealed that, in accordance with Section 54 of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, institutions and individuals are required to 1. Immediately identify and freeze without prior notice all funds, assets, and any other economic resources belonging to the designated persons and entities in your possession and report same to the sanctions committee. Report to the sanction committee any assets frozen or action taken in compliance with the prohibition requirements. Immediately file a suspicion transaction report to the NFIU for further analysis on the financial activities of such an individual or entity. Reports as a suspicious transaction report to the NFIU all cases of name matching in financial transaction prior to or after receipt of the list. Yes. Again, report to suspicious transaction report to the NFIU all cases of name matching in financial transaction prior to or after receipts of this list. He said the freezing obligation required above shall extend to all funds or other assets that are owned or controlled by the designated persons and entities, and not only those that are tied to a particular act, plot, or threats of terrorism or terrorism financing. Well, is this the list from the one Muhammad Buhari refused to disclose? Also, why are they afraid if disclosing their names apart from that of a Mamu? Yes, so it's only that one that they are trying to. What of the owners of the BDCs used? Manu was a secretary to Sheikh Gumi. Yes, must I tell you Gumi is a terrorist? I think the federal government is serious. How can the government be afraid of naming a criminal? The names will never be disclosed. I dare this TINUBU'S government to disclose the names. Buhari never disclosed the names because they are of his northern Muslim brothers. Mohammed, that northern Nigeria is an Africa, Afghanistan, Iraq, Yemen put together. Keep daring Tinubu government. You think it's easy, Mr. Perfect, and no all. What did they say? Keep daring. Actually, they dare now. The government of Tinubu will list these names. What is the next thing? You won't hear anything again. You say they should stop daring Tinubu. So what sense are you making, safe? None of the sponsor has been sentenced, and you are here. They do Agbado supporter. I don't know. This is an outcome of intelligence officer and seriously security reports that should have been published before actions are taken against the criminals. But be as it is fair. Naming them publicly will affect any further action. You think the Nigerian authorities will take any action against bandits and terror and their sponsors? Once a victim is kidnapped, he should forget about ever rescued. No action will be taken. This is vague. I left what I was doing thinking I will see a list of the devils killing our country, but all I see are tissues of lies. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.